Yes, yes.
Curl in.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Wait, wait. The hell is all good.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Driftwood Brewery, Esquimalt, crafting world-class beer since 2008. This is where beer is made. With care, intention, and respect for the process, every batch reflects the place we're from and the standards we hold ourselves to. And this is where it's enjoyed. Our tasting room, offering a rotating lineup of West Coast favorites and seasonal releases, right here in Esquimalt. Paired with Thai-inspired food from Dumpling Drop, we're open 7 days a week. Driftwood Brewery, great beer, confidently made. Cheers.
The Kia Victoria experience is a different and better way to purchase a vehicle. We believe that the more positive your car buying experience, the more you're going to love your Kia. When we say the right thing to do, we're talking about putting the customer's needs first. It's about being honest and transparent, both in sales and in the service department, and it's also about treating everyone equally. If you haven't considered Kia Victoria, I would say come see it for yourself. You're going to be impressed with the people that you meet and impressed with the product.
Welcome to the RockShop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, the Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at therockshop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. TheRockShop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
Brett, come on, man. I know Aztec's #1 for online safety training, but we really should be out here practicing.
I know, guys. I'll be right there. Just let me finish this course on gas detection. Wait. Do you smell that?
Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting. We'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
When I was younger, I thought purpose had to be big, like changing the world. But then there's the little things, like fueling someone's car before an early shift, or helping someone find the perfect bottle to toast a special occasion, making sure the shelves are full so a family can cook dinner, so those kids can have their favorite treats. Like giving back, like making everyone's day just a bit better. Maybe that's exactly our purpose.
Hey Mark, you ready for this game tonight?
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Cupsy, what are you doing over there?
Don't worry, boys. Was just on aztecsafety.com, took a fire extinguisher safety course. Paul, I'm putting out the fires from now on. Woo!
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting tenfold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
Brett, come on, man. I know Aztec's #1 for online safety training, but we really should be out here practicing.
I know, guys. I'll be right there. Just let me finish this course on gas detection. Wait. Do you smell that?
Driftwood Brewery, Esquimalt, crafting world-class beer since 2008. This is where beer is made. With care, intention, and respect for the process, every batch reflects the place we're from and the standards we hold ourselves to. And this is where it's enjoyed. Our tasting room, offering a rotating lineup of West Coast favorites and seasonal releases, right here in Esquimalt. Paired with Thai-inspired food from Dumpling Drop, we're open 7 days a week. Driftwood Brewery, great beer, confidently made. Cheers.
Later. A very pleasant good evening, curling fans, and welcome to the Archie Browning Sports Center here in Esquimalt, BC. It's the British Columbia Curling Championships U20. We are featuring this match between Hrynew and Keiran Stephan. It is Hrynew throwing the bluestones with the hammer here in the first end. My name is Dave Schmel, joined by Chris Summers. Connor Sims is our producer. And Chris, expect a lot out of these two teams.
Yeah, it should be a good game. Harrison's been here before. He knows what to expect. Whereas Team Stephan is a little bit newer in this experience, but I think they had a really good round robin. So to be in this position, you know they're going to be at the top of their game.
Yeah, both teams entering at 4-1.
Looks like they're going to take it a little easy to start.
Yeah, we're going to have a little bit of a back and forth, although looks like they're looking to hang on in the rings with this amount of ice.
Yeah, and this is new for these kids. So they haven't been on this in the arena, as I believe, yet. They saved it for the playoffs for the junior teams. And so this will probably be a bit of a figuring out what they're seeing out here and believing what they're seeing. It'll be a little different than the conditions they've been experiencing all week.
Right, because they are playing on the other rink of the complex, correct?
Yeah, they were playing the Esquimalt Curling Club this week. They've been a great host, and the ice conditions were fabulous. But when you move to a new rink, it's always a little bit different. And, you know, you're now in front of quite a few different more fans and just a different experience. So if you haven't been through it before, it takes a little bit to get comfortable with it.
So both squads taking the sensible approach here and just trying to feel it out. That one is going to slide, I believe, off the rings, really close. Tough to tell from our camera angle.
Yeah, Harrison's still gonna use that rock. He's gonna try and draw up to it and make the blank a little bit harder, perhaps.
I like him already.
Yeah, good kid. I remember him as a very young curler out of one of the clubs I used to work for, the Royal City Curling Club in New Westminster, BC.
Yeah, I'm glad he had a very young curler because he's still quite young.
Yeah, they're all under the age of 20, so you kind of laugh about it and think, I call them young. I remember when they're like 10, 11 years old, some of these kids, so that might tell you I'm a little older too. But
oh, don't I know it? I have members of my own club who I watched play in Cortina at the World Juniors this last year, and like, I taught you how to throw a damn stone.
It's always hard when they start out throwing it. It's like, oh, I remember when I could beat these kids, and now it's like not a chance.
Oh, not a chance in anything.
So a little bit of a mistake with that draw from Team Hrynew. A little light with the guard. They were trying to freeze, and now they're just going to Try and put it right on the button, even back tee perhaps. Try to make the hit and roll as hard as they can. They are going to probably be hitting this, I would be guessing. Ideally, that's where they like to roll to. We'll see if they can pull it off. It's a little hard with swingy ice. You can tell they're giving a lot more ice than you'd expect. Even with quiet weight hits, it does move quite a bit. So,
well, because they are using the BC stones, which have been textured and on the different ice, so allowing a lot more room.
Give a huge kudos to the ice crew, all the great guys people that did all the work on the ice. Fantastic conditions from what I've seen this week. So it's always hard coming in to take a hockey rink and build it into a curling rink. It's not an easy job, and they didn't have a lot of time to prep it, and they did amazing work.
So, as an ice maker myself, Chris, I will give you as much time as you require.
Yeah, well, it's one of those things that when CroBC comes into these buildings, and sometimes you got 72 hours, or maybe 4 days to try and get this sorted. And I know these guys. I am not an ice maker. I do not have the patience for it, or the back, because I know how hard it is. But these guys have done a fantastic job, and you can see the conditions are great up there. There's lots of curl. It's pretty quick. And he's going to try and tuck around here. Now they got a rollout, which is definitely, now he's got his chance for his deuce coming up here if he makes this right.
I would say it would speak for a lot of ice makers that, whether it's quick or slow, we want good shots to be rewarded and poor shots to be punished.
Yeah, and I agree as a curler too, and a coach. You really want consistency, right? You want the ice to say,
correct,
okay, I know what it's going to do. Here's how it's going to work. And the ice has looked very consistent. It's been really, really good out there.
And that one slips under cover, but it's under short cover, so the run back is going to be in order.
Yeah, that's the call. Yeah. So my understanding, these boys play out of Victoria, which is one of the new Curling Canada high performance centers. So they've had some experience on some very swingy, quick, fast ice. Victoria Curling Club has it set up for all their high performance curlers, so they won't be unfamiliar with this.
This one a little bit on the outside, and it's just going to peel over the top, so that's a missed shot there.
Yeah, so decisions to be made here. Where's he going to put his rock? Is he going to, split the rings?
That'd be my first choice, especially at this point at the end.
Yeah, as long as you're comfortable throwing this draw this way, I think that's the choice for me too.
As long as you're in the house, you're forcing your opponent to the shot, but both brushers are just standing straight up. Always a bad sign.
Yeah, when they're walking behind the rock and watching it, it's like, uh-oh. That's never what you want.
It needs to simmer down, simmer down, simmer down, simmer down!
It might have been biting on there. It's hard to tell.
That is so close.
I think they
think it's off. I think it's off. You think it's on?
Let's take a look at their reaction. I'm trying to read their reaction. It's so hard to tell. I mean, this is the play regardless. You hit this and try and roll over.
That's right. After this, Connor will get us a good shot.
There we go.
So
let's see how he does this here.
Look at this one on the outside here. Stephan with this first.
A little bit. Oh, they're carving it. They're trying to. It looks like it's a little bit outside.
Yeah, he's a little handsy on the release. And that is going to catch it enough and get on out.
Yeah, it looks like he drifted a little bit out on the slide as much as anything on that one. So early nerves. You're in an important game. Sometimes it takes a little bit to settle into it.
Yeah, so Hrynew's going to draw the opposite side. Well, it doesn't matter whether it's in or out at this point.
Yeah, just try and set things up. See if he can get a miss here. If he's playing that his rock isn't in, then he's just probably trying to freeze up to that red that's on the edge of the rings over here.
His first of two in the first.
So this team has represented BC in the past, so this is not new to them. They should be used to be playing on these kind of conditions, and it seems like they're managing this rock pretty well. Well thrown.
That's going to settle down right on the tee line. Good throw.
Yeah.
And I think that one's off, Chris.
You might be right. I wish I was over the ice so I can actually see it. From where I'm sitting, I can't see it. So, but yeah, I think it might be off. So he's going to try and hit and I guess maybe just roll a little bit towards the red rock that's just off the rings.
Man. Honestly, if you're throwing red, there's no reason why you don't roll all the way across, try to roll on top of the blue.
Yeah, I mean, if you can make that roll.
At least look for it. I mean,
yeah.
It's not easy, but...
No. I think he's got a pretty good shot at this, so...
Yeah.
I mean, I think this is a call. And I mean, even if you just take out the shot rock for now.
Yeah, call one. Yeah. Job one is to hit this stone, period. You make the roll, great. Keiran Stephan.
There he goes. Oh.
On the carve right away. Can they catch it?
Yeah.
They do catch it just enough. So, based on the reaction, looks like this is going to be a blank.
Yeah, it seems like it. So I'm guessing they think it's not in either. So I lose that little bit. I was hoping, make it more interesting. But yeah, it looks like this one's going through. Or is it? Maybe not.
Harrison,
Maybe you think it's on.
Harrison Hrynew, final stone of the first. Maybe he thinks it's in. Going for the draw. On it right away. Got to hit the rings, boys.
I think it's looking good. They're not going panicking. They're just taking some time out this one.
All right, so it comes on in. It's one for sure. Is it two? It's already kicked, so I assume it is.
We're going to see in a second here.
Put two up for blue. We'll be back in a second on Curling Stadium.
The Kia Victoria experience is a different and better way to purchase a vehicle. We believe that the more positive your car buying experience, the more you're going to love your Kia. When we say the right thing to do, we're talking about putting the customer's needs first. It's about being honest and transparent, both in sales and in the service department, and it's also about treating everyone equally. If you haven't considered Kia Victoria, I would say come see it for yourself. You're going to be impressed with the people that you meet and impressed with the product.
Driftwood Brewery, Esquimalt, crafting world-class beer since 2008. This is where beer is made with care, intention, and respect for the process. Every batch reflects the place we're from and the standards we hold ourselves to. And this is where it's enjoyed. Our tasting room, offering a rotating lineup of West Coast favorites and seasonal releases, right here in Esquimalt. Paired with Thai-inspired food from Dumpling Drop, we're open 7 days a week. Driftwood Brewery, great beer, confidently made. Cheers.
Welcome back to Esquimalt. It was a 2-spot for Hrynew there in the first end. So happy to have you joining us here on Curling Stadium. My name's Dave Schmill, joined by Chris Summers. Connor Sims is on our production. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all the great sponsors of Curling BC. Our presenting sponsor, Best Western, Bel Air Direct, Driftwood Brewery, Digital Direct, and AMJ Moving. Platinum sponsors, Kia Victoria, Peninsula Co-op, and of course our government and community partners, the Greater Victoria Sport Tourism Commission, the Government of BC, Via Sport, and the Township of Esquimalt. Thank you for helping us bring high-level curling to British Columbia. And Chris, that too was
interesting.
Kind of patient, and they kind of fell into it.
Yeah, I mean that draw, we thought weren't entirely sure where it was. Well, it was hanging on there. So it turned out to in Team Hrynew's favor, that's for sure. So here we go again. It looks like that rock slid in a hair deep. I think he wanted just a guard, a centerline guard. So decisions here. I think he's going to try. I think you always hit that front one off and try and roll on. I don't know. I didn't see if the other red was on the rings or not, but
I'll tell you what, though, one very easy decision would be to buy a raffle ticket for the 50-50. The jackpot is at $2,650 right now. Go to curlbc.ca/5050 or rafflebox.ca.
And please support it. This is going directly back to Curl BC programs and curling programs within BC. And I think without that kind of the support from everyone out there, we couldn't do the same things that we are like this.
Yeah, I've been told that the funding from this is going to go to purchase new stones for Esquimalt and to help to buy a new chiller in Victoria.
Yeah, running a curling club isn't cheap, right? So we need help with those kind of things, and these are the kind of ways we raise a little bit of money to make sure we keep our sport alive. So, looks like I didn't catch the call. Looks like they're drawing in on this one. Is that correct? Or he's playing a quiet way hit on that.
So a little bit of a hit. Trying to get a skosh under cover. Can they get it under cover?
That's pretty good.
Oh, yeah, that's not bad.
That's pretty good. I don't know if you wanted to go there. I mean, it sets up their deuce. If they freeze onto this one, it's going to take a couple of shots to get it out.
We'll see what happens.
A little bit up. We saw the indications from the sweepers. Now they're just trying to carve it over. Hopefully get a little more curl and slow it down a little bit. Put in the right place, but unfortunately they took out the backing, so this should be a pretty easy hit. I don't think just hits it on the nose, maybe rolls towards center a little bit. I don't miss being the coaches here. The two very good coaches, and Ken Krause and Bob Lee for the two teams here. Freezing on the ice, I'm sure. I've been there before. I know what it's like. Hopefully their heated vests are still going well.
Here's the stone from McKenzie. Has to work hard to get past this guard. They just do. And make the hit.
That was close. I think he may have just rubbed it a little bit. So I think they really wanted to roll this to center. I'm not sure. Just see here, just a little rub.
Yep. Connor always Johnny on the spot with the replays. He breaks out a fresh roll of quarters every time for that replay machine.
This one's looking a little bit hot too. It's probably
that is hot to trot. It's gonna tick it and kick wide open. Probably killed that blue one, but easy hit. And looks like the force is going to be on.
Yeah, they're trying to hit and roll behind, which, again, you make it, it's great. I still think it gives them a chance to get there too by rolling behind, but it looks close.
McKenzie on the brush. Oh, they lose a shooter. That's quite unfortunate.
Well, decision time. What do? You go around
blanket.
Your corner or blanket? I think they decide that that's the plan.
That's not a good corner guard.
No, it's a hard one to hide properly behind. Looking close.
Back and forth, off and on either side. Should be pretty good. Make the hit stick right there.
The blank is definitely on this end.
So, Chris, this is your first time working with me. When a blank end is on, we have to have a fun fact.
Oh, a fun fact about the teams or about anybody? A fun fact. I got something from one of the teams here that I've just been tipped off of here. So if we get a blank end, I have a fun fact.
Let's go.
You want it? You want it?
Yeah, let's go.
Right. So, Keiran, the skip for Team Stephan, is apparently taking music at UVic, and he's been a pipe band drummer. So apparently he is quite good at it. He's won competitions at that, apparently. I never knew that. Someone told me that.
Snare drum, bass drum?
I don't know. I think it's just, in a band, I guess it's probably a bass drum, I would guess. So in a pipe band, I just got someone sending me that information and said, apparently that's why he's quite the musician. So that's why he's taking music studies at the University of Victoria this year.
If he's in a pipe band, I would bet on a snare drum.
Maybe. I haven't seen him play, so that was a little bit heavy, unfortunately.
That was definitely a skosh heavy.
Just a bit. Still
just a bit outside.
Oh. Well, they're going to try it now. Try and tuck around a little bit around that guard.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Well, at this point, try and force it.
So here's Harrison. Trying to tuck under and get the force.
Yeah, the sweepers think it might be a bit heavy, even though they're close on it.
McKenzie and Wu past the guard. Weight looks really, really good. That's a fantastic stuff.
The only problem behind the tee is they can use that to try and wrap around.
Indeed. So you just invited your opponent to the skip's deuce. Had you just thrown to the center, you get the blank, you're up by 2, that's fine. It's fine. You burn it in.
Let's see where this goes. They've been throwing pretty heavy. Hopefully they pick this up, that everyone's been hot through this spot here, and they've been sliding it through. So the ice has picked up its speed here, or they're just not seeing and believing what they're seeing. So let's see what he throws.
So Keiran Stephan is first of the second. The boys are on it really quick.
They don't think it's heavy, which is a good sign. Looks like there's a good adjustment here.
Now they're back they're back and forth on and off. Kind of like it. You're past the guards, no problem. Can you get all the way down and weld it on? Keep it moving, gentlemen. Keep it moving. No, not quite.
Yeah, unfortunately, it just didn't curl over where they were looking for. So that should be wide open and a pretty easy hit for them. On this ice, so you don't have to overthrow it.
That broom placement, that looks like hack weight.
I'm guessing, yeah. He's not gonna throw it hard. He's expecting it to curl.
That seems a touch aggressive to me, Chris.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised if they're throwing hack weight at this. I'd probably throw a little bit more. Closer to, I would go board at least a little bit more, so that 11-second hog to hog. But if that's what they're comfortable with, that's what they're comfortable with. It seems to be they're okay with it. They're just sweeping for line right now.
Pretty hard from line is McKenzie. Just gets past the guard. Oh my goodness.
I think they did it again.
1 and 2.
I think they had a little tick off that guard again.
Let's take another look at that, Chris.
And look at that. I'm pretty sure they had a little rub again here. It sure looked like it changed directions. It's pretty hard to tell, but boy, oh boy. They've cut it pretty close on a few of these.
You think?
Yeah, I think I'm sure they'll be having a discussion with their coach about that. I'm pretty sure they'll be thinking about ice and broom, where to put the broom for some of these shots, especially with a quiet weight.
So Keiran Stephan facing 2. Final stone of the second end. The boys don't think this is heavy at all. They're on this right out of his hand. It's got to get there. Got to get there. Got to get there. It's never going to get there. Oh, my goodness. And that is a steal of 2 for Hrynew. And he has a 4-0 lead as we head to 3. We'll be back in a moment. You're watching Curling Stadium.
Welcome to the RockShop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, the Rock Shop has it all. Shop Shop online anytime at therockshop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. Therockshop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
Aztec Safety is #1 for online safety training.
Aztec Safety is the proud sponsor of the Aztec Safety Challenge, the #1 event on the World Curling Tour.
And Aztec Safety has been a proud sponsor of Team Jacobs on our quest to represent Canada at the Olympic Games.
Ready to do that?
Sure.
And welcome back to Esquimalt, and it was a steal 2 for Hrynew. And we were talking during the break, and it was just a unfortunate series of events that led to that steal.
Yeah, I think he got a little fooled with the speed of the ice, where the draw path he chose with his final shot, where he was throwing to the wing there. He had so many rocks down that spot, at least 4. That draw path was quite a bit quicker. And it looks like when they changed to try and draw into the 8-foot, 4-foot, it was just a slower path, and got surprised by it. And it's a mistake you see sometimes in juniors, where you're not always thinking about mapping the ice and the speed of the ice across the sheet, and especially earlier in the game. And I think that's just what caught them there, unfortunately.
So they will have some work to do here in the third, down by 4. You see the corner guard is up and tight. The second one's going to come in for Hrynew.
Yeah, they're going to be playing in the rings now up 4 this early. It's going to be they're going to have to. Team Stephan's going to have to make some shots to get back in this game. It's one of those things where as a coach, you're going to go back to this video, and you're probably going to hear the commentary, and the kids are going to never forget thinking about that in the future. And hopefully it's a learning process, right? They're young. They have another crack at it, I believe. So hopefully they learn from it, and maybe even learn this game. Hopefully they had a discussion about that as well.
I have no doubt that my picture is on many a dartboard.
Some of the funniest moments for me as a coach is going back and showing video streams of games, and showing the teams I coach, hey, do you remember this situation? You want to listen to what they're talking about. And so it's part of the process. This is learning. This is as much learning as it is playing. You're trying to learn to play the game as much as you want to win it.
You know what? And Chris, happy that you brought that up, because my club is a relatively newer club. As you see the gentleman working really hard to get this one over. It is not heavy at all. Try to push it over, draw it over, bring it up, get the best shot they can. They're not going to get under it. They're going to wick off and just be on the top.
Well, it was close.
So that's going to be dispatched quickly. But so I ran a instructional league in my club when I was only a 4th or 5th year curler myself, because we were quite the young curling club. And one of the exercises I did, I worked with one of our high-level coaches, which coaches people who actually are going to be going to Cortina, which is fantastic. But went through those drills and then said, okay, we have to have some strategy things. Well, the people that you're coaching as novices aren't going to be playing, Briar or Scotty's strategy. So I would show them a tape of me playing a game when I played a 5 years and under experience, when I had a mic on me, and I made all kinds of mistakes.
And that's going to happen, right? I mean, and one of the things when you're playing at the club level is you have to realize your team can't make shots the same way your team, even these kids, can make, right? So
that's correct. Yeah. Right. The best shots to call is the one that's going to be made.
Yeah. I mean, these guys, they are making a lot of shots. They are still learning, right? But they are making a lot of shots. When we go to the novice level, we run instructional leagues in my home clubs, and it's the same thing. It's a learning experience of what you can make. Unfortunately, that's the second one of their rocks now. It's over curled on them. So
Yeah, just not taking enough broom or not believing it.
The weight was
and part of that's probably because this is a different set of stones than they were playing at the club.
Yeah, different ice conditions. I think from what I've been told, Team Stephan should have some experience on these similar conditions. But if you haven't been playing on it for the week and suddenly you are on it, and it may just feel a little different, and they're just not quite getting in sync with what they're seeing.
Yeah, some of those favorite moments is when I'm caught on the audio, and I would pause it and I'm like, yeah, that was dumb. I should not have done this.
It's all about, and I'm sure like these kids, and you go back and you show video and have a discussion about it, and it's not dumb in my mind. It's just you make a mistake.
You learn.
You don't learn. You don't know, and you have to learn, right? And that's
right.
That's what I love about being a coach, and it's my favorite part, seeing the aha moments you get in a curler, going, oh, right, I get that. So this looks like to be a pretty good shot.
That's not bad. It makes it, the hit taps it over. It does leave the red fully exposed. Expect Hrynew to dispatch that.
Looks like a hack waiter. I think that's probably... I don't know if I'd throw hack at this. I'd just make that rock go away and roll away, but...
I'd probably throw like a control and go wide open, but... Up by 4, C rock, hit rock.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just keep it simple, right?
I think so. I think this is actually a good result. It looks like
that's a perfect roll. That's where I want it to be. Yeah.
They're gonna try and hook around that center, which makes sense. But I mean, it's your guard. Your guard. You can run it in if you want.
Sure.
Well, they're on that quick. It's looking light, unfortunately. That doesn't help the cause.
Nope.
No. I have a feeling Team Hrynew is going to loop one in there. Let's see if they can figure out draw weight here. They've been kind of fooled a couple of times in the spot, Team Stephan. So we'll see. Team Hrynew. Looks close.
On its way in. Past the guards, no problem. Where's the weight at?
They would have loved that little rub. I think they were calling it at the last minute. I don't think they quite got it, but
yeah, just caught in between, just a skosh.
Yeah. See if he corrects from his first one. This is part of that learning process. You knew you were late in the first one. Can you get that extra 6 feet you need?
Yep, so here's Keiran Stephan, the skip throwing third.
It looks like a big...
Oh, just got a skosh of a tap. And that's going to be shot rock.
Great throw. So what do you do? Do you blast the front off?
I
Feel the
think that's-
guards? Do you play a hack waiter at it?
That's plenty of, well, it depends on how tight those guards are. Can you drag the blue into the red? If only Connor would give us the overhead.
I don't think it's tight. I think there's a fair amount of space between the two, so I don't know how much of a...
Yeah, that's probably not draggable.
No, I don't think
so. No, not at all.
No. I think it's either straight peel the guards. I don't know.
Well, you could actually just hit it that way and go red, blue, red.
Yeah, I mean, if you hit a thin quarter, maybe. Or that rock?
A quarter probably does it. And
yeah.
The broom placement actually almost indicates that.
Yeah. And if you peel them, that's not the end of the world either. Looks like a little bit hot from the indication from Wesley.
So the first from Hrynew on the broom hard. Hit it 1, 2. Oh! Skitter it all the way by. He was in the right church, but the wrong pew.
Yeah, close. Just hit a little too much of that rock, I think. This is Graham Lee throwing 4
Graham
stones.
Lee with the 4th rocks, yep.
Get 5 feet of curl here.
I like the team with the hoodies and the t-shirts.
But you're not the advertiser type team with everything.
Nope.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that during the break. They picked this one up right off his hand, though.
Yeah, they're not panicking, though. I think it's probably close.
They're mildly concerned.
Just get it. No, they're really close. This is actually pretty good. I just don't know if it's going to curl enough.
Probably didn't. They said 1, 2, but is that there?
I think, well, even if you just put one in there and freeze, you're giving up 1. I mean, I think he can get there.
Yeah.
He's probably playing it. Looks like he's playing like another hack waiter.
I do really appreciate the weight choices this team has been making. Quiet weight is a good weight.
Yeah, you make more shots, you keep your shooters in play. That's what you want. If you can throw it consistently, you know what the ice is doing. I think this is a great weight to throw, and I think they've done so far so good with it. So they got a little lucky on a couple of them, but there we go. Picked it up right away.
McKenzie and Wu.
Gotta get by that guard. Nope.
It's all over the guard. And this is going to leave a shot for 3.
And that all started when he slipped one to the back 4, unfortunately.
So just draw the pile for 3, and this game looks a lot different. So Graham Lee in the hack. Final stone of the 3rd. Just has to hit the pile in the 4-foot to get 3.
A little up, so it's going to run a little straight.
They think it's a skosh heavy. Probably going to start carving it. There they go. Can they bring it over far enough? Can they bring it over far enough?
Not roll off.
And it...
Oh!
Ooh!
Hard to
It's
tell.
2 for sure.
Why do I think we're going to get a measure?
I think it's 3 red.
2 for sure. Are we going to get a measure?
Will we get a measure? I'm going to go red there, Chris.
Well, just to be contrarian, I'm going to go blue, but it's hard to tell from the angle. They're going to put the stick down on it and have a measure and figure it out.
This is one of these things that I love about curling. I tell people, well, how do you know if it's not close? Well, we have this very elaborate process we use. We grab a device that we call the measuring device.
We have enough interesting terms that I think measuring device is probably as most complicated as we want to get here.
Well, mostly because we can't remember it.
Yeah, there's that too.
So
we're
Connor's getting us real close here. Okay, here we go.
And we can't see.
And we have black hair.
Yeah. It's hard to tell. I think it's blue. Oh no, point it red.
It's red.
It's red.
No, it's a score of 3, and there'll be a 1-stone lead for Hrynew. When we come back, you're watching Curling Stadium.
Aztec Safety is #1 for online safety training.
Aztec Safety is the proud sponsor of the Aztec Safety Challenge, the #1 event on the World Curling Tour.
And Aztec Safety has been a proud sponsor of Team Jacobs on our quest to represent Canada at the Olympic Games.
Driftwood Brewery, Esquimalt, crafting world-class beer since 2008. This is where beer is made. With care, intention, and respect for the process, every batch reflects the place we're from and the standards we hold ourselves to. And this is where it's enjoyed. Our tasting room, offering a rotating lineup of West Coast favorites and seasonal releases, right here in Esquimalt. Paired with Thai-inspired food from Dumpling Drop, we're open 7 days a week. Driftwood Brewery, great beer, confidently made. Cheers.
And welcome back to Esquimalt. It was a big 3 spot for Team Stephan there on the back of the draw there, and it was just that last corkscrew. And let's take another look at it, Connor.
Yeah, they were thinking it was heavy, and this is where they decided, okay, let's try and carve it over. Hopefully we can get it to slow down a bit with the curl. And maybe get that rub is what they were trying for, and that last little spin back is what got them third shot.
And that's what leads the score at 4-3 here in the 4th end, and Hrynew has the hammer. Throwing blue stones in Esquimalt here at the Archie Brantley Sports Center. Ooh, just a wick in the guard, but it didn't rub it just the right way to curl all the way up. That's not bad, actually.
Good spot.
It's very nice when you can rub it just the right way. I see a little hack weight shot called for again. See, that's big theme for Team Hrynew, right?
They like this weight. They're very good at it. They've practiced a lot. I think, you can get a lot of good results with this. You really want to get that inside roll so you can chip it out past your other blue. It's a little bit wide.
Mackenzie trying to work it over. Gonna catch it.
A little bit
really
heavier.
The ideal outcome.
Just pitched it a bit wide and a little bit heavy, and the two things that'll kill you when you're trying to throw a quiet weight hit, which is something I'm very familiar with. Wide and heavy. Here we go again.
Tough to be heavy and wide.
Yeah. We're going to stick another one in here and sit there too.
So Buckham with the draw.
Good. They're not. Yeah, they're close. A little rub would be good here. It's a pretty good result.
And they do sit 1 and 2. And now it looks like the cleanup is going to be called for here. Could probably make all three of them go if you really wanted to.
Yeah, first things first, peel the guard. I don't think they're trying to run this into the pile.
Yeah, I think they're just going straight peel here. Peel from Mackenzie. And away it goes. And we're going to lather, rinse, and repeat here.
Yeah, just try and stick one in there and have a feeling we're going to see a few of these for a little bit before decisions made on how to deal with what's in the rings.
I'd like to take the opportunity to thank all the great sponsors of Curling BC. Our presenting sponsors, Best Western, Bel Air Direct, Driftwood Brewery, Digital Direct, and AMJ Moving. Also, our platinum sponsors, Kia Victoria, Peninsula Co-op, and our government and community sponsors, the Greater Victoria Sport Tourism Commission, the BC government, Via Sport, and the Township of Esquimalt. Thank you so much for supporting curling in BC, and you too can support curling in BC by going to rafflebox.ca and buying your 50/50 ticket. You can also get that at curlbc.ca/50/50. That jackpot is well over $2,000 at this point.
Slipped a little deep with that guard, so I guess Harrison here a chance to clean it up a little bit. He's going to try and use that backing, just sit and roll in front. Quiet weight hit.
Read on the hold.
Decent result.
Yeah, they get just the one. So what's the shot back if you're throwing red?
I think they call the guard. I don't know.
That's
I don't know
what
what you
That's what they
guard.
call it, but what do you like, Chris? I mean, what are you really guarding, right? There's a coaching interaction, I think.
Yeah, it looks like they call the intervention or interaction, they call it. So the teams are allowed one interaction with their coach per half of the game. And this is their time. So looks like the coach didn't really like, Bob Lee, their coach didn't really like that call. And he thinks, you know what, let's go and plunk that back blue and try and roll in front. And the question was what do you guard there, right? I think it's a really hard thing to try and guard all of that. So
So here comes the shot as amended. trying to work it over. Got to be on the inside edge. Oh, no. So there you are there. And you see the hit coming on this one in the center. McKenzie on the brush. Make the hit. Just miss the one in the back, but they lie 1, 2, 3. And Chris is back.
Yep, apologies. Welcome to the wonderful world of technology.
Make that hit. Did they get that one to slide all the way out? I think they did. Shot stone for blue, second for red. Good opportunity for her to do split the rings here and lie 2. Good shot
that one's
there.
close
You see
again.
that? Yeah, good. Looks pretty well out.
Looks like he's going to be rolling the other way on this one. Not what they wanted, but... Trying to play the double here by the looks of it. Try and get them both out and have another blank.
Yay.
Well, it was setting up. The end was setting up well, and a couple of shots and a couple of half shots, and here we go, right back to a blank, right? Which, you know, for Team Stephan, I don't think it's a bad outcome, to be honest.
Yeah, so here's Graham Lee. No, from where they are, a blank's a great outcome for them for sure. Unfortunately, they did not execute that double properly. So plenty of room for Team Hrynew to split the rings big time.
Yeah, I would definitely not be chasing that. I'd be going the wide side on here.
Yeah, especially when your opponent has one rock to play, just make the big split.
And he's had draw weight in his pocket most of this game, so now I've jinxed him, and I apologize to any Team Hrynew fans.
Oh, you have no idea how many times I jinx people.
Yeah, well, the problem is I'll run into them at some point, and I'm sure I'll hear about it, so, which is fair. There we go.
So, Harrison Hrynew. His boys are on it right off his hand. I think they'll be able to drag it there well enough.
Yeah, he's got 2 good sweepers here. They're gonna be, they gotta get second shot out of this.
Oh dear Lord, can they get it there? Can they get it there?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't think they did. I don't think they did. I think red is second. So there you go. You're straight up on the commentator's curse, buddy.
I am apologizing to all the Team Hrynew fans on that one. It did look like they jumped it pretty early, even though they didn't seem that concerned right away, and then just ground to a halt.
So final stone for Stephan here. And Lee delivered it quite well. Sits 1-2.
Oh, they're going to study the rocks.
Man, the double's there.
Does it jam though?
Don't think so.
They can run at it. Depends what you feel comfortable with. I mean, you know, up 5-3 at the break. Oh, they're going to have a discussion with their coach, Ken Kraus, to decide what's the preferred decision here.
All right then, Coach. What's your call?
Personally, take the one. Right? I mean, that double is there. It's not an easy double. There's a good chance if you make a mistake and stuff it, you're giving up a 2. Right? He's thrown on that back one by accident. So I'm happy up 5-3 at the break.
So taking the coach's advice. Hrynew, final stone of the 4th. Needs to hit and stick for 1. And he does just that. He has a 5-3 lead at the break. We'll be back in a moment. You're watching Curling Stadium.
When I was younger, I thought purpose had to be big, like changing the world. But then there's the little things, like fueling someone's car before an early shift, or helping someone find the perfect bottle to toast a special occasion, making sure the shelves are full so a family can cook dinner, so those kids can have their favorite treats, like giving back, like making everyone's day just a bit better. Maybe that's exactly our purpose.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting tenfold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
And welcome back to Esquimalt. It's a 5-3 lead in favor of Hrynew here in our game. And Chris, give us an update on the other game in the rings right now.
So it's the men's semifinal, Team Tanaka and Team Krell. It's tied 1-1 going into the 5th end. They do play 10-end games, unlike the juniors where we're now down to 8. And it's been looking like a very close battle. The winner of this game will play Team Montgomery in the final tomorrow.
So 1-1 there, and we'll be back with our second half right after this on Curling Stadium.
Yes, yes.
Curl in.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh boy. Shaw.
Wheeling. The helicopter.
Driftwood Brewery, Esquimalt, crafting world-class beer since 2008. This is where beer is made. With care, intention, and respect for the process, every batch reflects the place we're from and the standards we hold ourselves to. And this is where it's enjoyed. Our tasting room, offering a rotating lineup of West Coast favorites and seasonal releases, right here in Esquimalt. Paired with Thai-inspired food from Dumpling Drop, we're open 7 days a week. Driftwood Brewery, great beer, confidently made. Cheers.
BC Curling is sponsored by Best Western, Bel Air Direct, Driftwood Brewery, Digital Direct, and AMJ Moving. Also by Kia Victoria, Peninsula Co-op, along with our government and community sponsors, the Greater Victoria Sport Tourism Commission, the Government of BC, Via Sport, and the Township of Esquimalt. We'll be back with the second half here on Curling Stadium right after this.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
When I was younger, I thought purpose had to be big. like changing the world. But then there's the little things, like fueling someone's car before an early shift, or helping someone find the perfect bottle to toast a special occasion, making sure the shelves are full so a family can cook dinner, so those kids can have their favorite treats. Like giving back, like making everyone's day just a bit better. Maybe that's exactly our purpose.
Entertaining.
And welcome back to Esquimalt. It is a 5-3 lead in favor of Team Hrynew. And Chris, if you're Team Stephan, how do you react to this and come back in the second half?
Well, 2 points isn't much. I mean, it's a close game. I think you keep playing the strategy you're most comfortable with. I think this end you're probably gonna. Team Hrynew is probably going to try to force a little bit here. It's still early. They'd love to take the hammer into 6, right? If they can grab the hammer. I know Team Stephan definitely would love to carry it over and get a blank this end. But don't panic. That's the thing. It's lots of curling left. It is 8 ends. It's a little different than maybe in years past where people have seen juniors being 10 ends. It's changed this year. But it's all about just sticking to the plan that's worked the best for you. And I think, keeping it simple for yourself and your decision making simple. And I think that's what Team Hrynew has done with their shot in the last one, just taking their one and keeping things simple for themselves. I think at the junior level, you're going to get mistakes. Try not to make it so hard on yourself that you get forced into a mistake.
So here to open off the second end is Miles Reed with the first guard. They are on this right off the bat. And they will bring it all the way up just short of the 4 foot.
I'm a little surprised that they're going to throw up the corner here. I'd almost be tempted to blanket and carry this hammer over into 6, but...
Well, you took the words right out of my mouth, Chris. How unsanitary of you.
And I think that sometimes you get stuck to your plan, but you don't always look at the bigger picture of where you're at in the scoreboard. And that might be what happened here, is that they weren't thinking about 6 then, they're thinking about the here and now.
Well, here and now, this one just came in also, so this is going to slip to advantage Hrynew real quick.
Yeah, but it can turn around quick. That's the one great thing about junior curling, is that you see there are mistakes here and there, and if you can take advantage of those mistakes. You seem happy with this one.
And they should be.
Good shot.
Nice one by Liam there. Staying the course, throwing the corner guard again.
This is pretty offensive or aggressive to play here. I think throwing up corners here, you're really trying to push for your 2, and I'm not sure that's the right call at this point, but
we'll see how it works out.
looks like it's pretty close.
That's about a little short of halfway corner.
Harrison's decided to push this a little bit and throw up that center guard.
Chris, I don't know if I like it that high, as he called.
Yeah, I don't know either. This ice being so swingy, you can... If it's too high, that guard doesn't do much for you. I prefer it in that 3 or that last third of the guard zone, closer to the rings, but...
Looks like they might get that anyway.
Yeah. We may even be slipping in a bit deep here.
And see, at this point, if it's in, might as well make it really in.
Yeah, a little bit. Unfortunately, it's quite a bit deeper than what they expected or were hoping for. So they're going to use their corner. And if you're going to put it up there, you should use it.
Yeah, you see that so many times in play, especially at your local clubs during your normal league nights. People throw the corner and then it just sits there.
Yeah, I always find it interesting watching people see it on TV or they were told it in a strategy session somewhere if you're going to put up a corner guard. But if you don't actually utilize it, there's no point put that rock somewhere else where you can use it. And these gentlemen decide that they're going to use it. They're going to stick it in there. It looks like it's a bit light, unfortunately.
So they now have stacked corners. And Team Hrynew is going to look for the guard again, I believe.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, the normal call here, I think, would be peeling off at least the front one and trying to roll to center if you're going to if you want a center guard. But yeah, that looks like, yeah.
There you go. He's going to peel and roll to a guard.
Yeah, that's okay. And if you peel it right out, that's fine too. You don't have to overthrow this.
Very important to make contact with the redstone here.
Yeah. A little discussion there, which is good. Make sure they're clear what the shot is.
Yeah, especially because, it was quite clear that the skip wasn't sold.
Looks like...
Yeah, it's actually kind of thick, but it's not bad at all.
Now, this is...
Probably overbrushed it.
Yeah, a little bit.
Still a good result.
I think if your Team Stephan, you're cleaning up now. You need to start dealing with these rocks soon. And they're going to play the double.
So Brent Buckham.
They're trying to get that to move over. They're trying to carve that one. Pretty good. That's a very good result. And just make this go away, roll towards the center. Wesley throwing it at third here. They're carving it over a little bit. They're a little worried.
Yeah, McKenzie on it. Now Reed trying to hold it straight. No problem there. Blank is available for Stephan if he wants it.
Well, I think he's got the double on hit and roll right now, so that's not a bad thing if he really wants to push this too.
Now you make the double and roll all the way to the under the red, or well, they're not.
I think you try
either that.
Yeah, I think you're rolling to the blue under the blue for now. I think it's an easier roll, but let's see what they do.
First to two here for Stephan.
Didn't get the double, but they got the roll, which is
fantastic roll.
Great shot.
Yeah, to heck with the stone behind the in the 8-foot there. That's a great roll. That's going to put the pressure on his opponent now.
Yeah, there's a couple options here. Sitting second shot somewhere is not a bad one. Freezing this You could run it. It just depends what you like the most. A little bit up.
Here's West. Yep, here it comes from Wesley. They indicate it's a little bit hot. Mackenzie and Reed just inspecting as it comes on down. They need to grab a piece and stop. That is suboptimal.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think it sets up a double again and a hit and roll. I mean, the red's open now. They can access it fairly easily, but this is it's this junior curling where you get some of these half shots once in a while, and you got chances. This is where you want to succeed. You take these opportunities. A nice hit and roll here would be really, really good.
Yeah, junior curling. It happens in adult curling too, Chris.
Yeah, it does. It does. You see a little more often at the U20 level and in the U18 level than you do at the men's and women's, but it does happen. This one's over curling, I think.
That's gonna jam. So you got the one over buried there. Third shot wide open.
If he wants to chase it, I think he can. I think on this ice you can get to second shot. The other option is to try to sit in the corner of it and be second shot.
Yeah, I think the draw to it's a fantastic shot, actually.
Yeah, this is a really good one if you make it. And Harrison's, I think I know he's a good hitter, but I think he's actually a really great drawer, at draws. So just gotta believe what he's throwing here.
Yep, this is all about just seeing the shot in your head. You know you make it. Now, let's go make it, guys.
The Supers, I think, like it. They're
not mad at it.
No, they're not pounding it, and they're not waving their hands in the air saying it's heavy, so it's probably close. So just
Mackenzie now just inspecting it. This one looks really, really good. Maybe a skosh heavy, but not a bad effort at all. I don't know if he can make the double there, though.
I think you can. I think you can with quieter weight, but we'll see what they decide here.
It's gonna. I'll agree with you. It's a very touchy shot for sure. And Lee skates on back. Fully convinced that he can do it. Although this ice would suggest just kind of like kicking out and lying on top of it.
I think so.
So here's Gramley. A little bit of a set on this one. Already trying to carve it. Looks a skosh heavy as well.
That's
just ticks the one over it. Just looked like it was just a touch of a set on the release there, Chris.
I think so, just a hair. And on this ice, it wasn't forgiving. It just ran a little straight on him.
Well, you know what? That's a hallmark of great ice. Great ice will reward a good shot and punish a bad one.
And it should. I really think it should. I think you really want to have the best possible ice, and really the best possible ice means the best possible throws make the most shots, right? You don't want ice to play a factor in this. So he's trying this again. Just threw it.
So Hrynew. Another one that he's leaving to the brushers. Needs to sit.
Not. It's second shot. I mean, the risk always with this particular call that he made here is that he has left up a pretty good shot for 3 even, I think.
Yeah, I mean, if you have the fortitude to throw this, it's there for 3. You have to throw the intern. And it's going to have to be at least a solid control, I would think.
Yeah. And I am a little surprised he didn't play the hit on one of the reds there and flop over a bit. I think the scoreboard getting rid of a red rock is probably a better call, but he made that. If he made that perfectly, that would have been an amazing shot. Just unfortunately a touch heavy.
Well, he's looking to be fortunate here. Right now, you could be fortunate. The 50-50 jackpot is over $3,000 right now. Go to curlbc.ca/5050 raffle to get your ticket right now.
And that
limited time to get that last ticket in. Over $3,000, Chris. That's awesome.
That was a very smooth transition. So it's awesome. Yeah, no, this is a great 50-50. It helps all the clubs out throughout our province. So please support it if you can.
Final stone of the 5th. Can he make the 3? No, he wrecks the card, and it's a steal of 2. And it's going to be a 7-3 lead for Hrynew after 5. We'll be back with the 6th end in just a moment. You're watching Curling Stadium.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
When I was younger, I thought purpose had to be big, like changing the world. But then there's the little things, like fueling someone's car before an early shift, or helping someone find the perfect bottle to toast a special occasion, making sure the shelves are full so a family can cook dinner, so those kids can have their favorite treats. Like giving back, like making everyone's day just a bit better. Maybe that's exactly our purpose.
Fine. And welcome back to Esquimalt. It's the Archie Browning Sports Center here. It's a BC Curling Championship U20. It's a commanding 4-stone lead for Team Hrynew. Team Stephan has the hammer throwing the red stones here in end number 6. My name is Dave Schmel. I'm joined by Chris Summers. Connor Sims is on our production, and we're very happy to have all you here with us on Curling Stadium.
Yeah, a little unfortunate result in the last end. I think he's having a little struggle with his that particular turn, and he just clipped that guard. I think he did that earlier on in this game as well. So hopefully he'll adjust for the last few ends here. You can get back into it. 4 is not impossible to run back on in a junior men's event. So unfortunately, that first rock was supposed to be a guard, and that makes it a little bit tougher.
Indeed it does. So here we have on the takeout, Miles Reed. Mackenzie on the hold. The hit and a good split to the back 12. Does it go all the way out? It does.
First rule, get rid of the rock.
See rock, hit rock.
Yep, especially up by 4.
And if you're throwing red, up by 4, down by 4, hit no more.
Yeah, you're putting guards up. You're going to do lots of little taps and try and put up a wall to try and generate some points. You need rocks in play, and unfortunately, it's big, high risk, high reward play right now, but that's just the way you got to play it.
At this point, doesn't matter whether you lose by 1 or 50, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and so they're going to be turning on the offense a little bit more here. I expect Team Hrynew is going to keep it simple. They're going to play into the rings as much as they can. At least I'd hope so. They may even decide to peel off the backing there. Or just stick one. I think that's the call. Just stick one top 4. Seem to like this. Really don't want this back tee. That's good where it's at.
Not bad at all.
So I think they're going in with this. Was that the call?
Do believe so. On the way from Buckham.
I'd almost be tempted to throw up another corner, but I get the idea going around now.
At 50 jackpots up to $3,200 right now. Get your tickets. You have 22 minutes and 38 seconds to get it.
So, Team Hrynew, Harrison's decided the smart play, peel the guard. This is why I think I'd almost be tempted to throw up a second guard. It's hard to generate points at this point when you're just getting your guards peeled off. You're almost hoping for a miss.
Back and forth either way. They make the hit, they stuff it.
Yeah, not the best result, unfortunately.
I like the freeze call.
Yeah, I like the freeze or a freeze tap I could live with. I think that wouldn't be a bad decision either.
Because you throw the freeze, you're giving yourself a chance to make 3.
Yeah. And they really need to be aggressive here. So they're going around, which, again, not a bad call. I still think that it depends where this lines up, but they're either running that blue into the pile or if it's not buried, they're going to try and pick it off, and it's a little bit easier to hit the ones out in the wings here than in front of the 4-foot there with the blues are behind them.
So on this attempt, they're going to try to draw under. It's got plenty of weight, looks to be about back 8 foot.
Yeah, it's coming down nicely now.
And it's going to be just nibbling the edge. That's actually pretty damn good.
It's not bad. It's sitting there. It's something you can use. So they are going to probably chase the front red, I'm guessing. If they clip the guard, it's not terrible.
I know if you're tired, you could use a stay at our presenting sponsor, Best Western. If you're feeling a little bit unsure about your insurance needs, you can call Bel Air Direct. Wash it down with a beer from Driftwood Brewery, Digital Direct, and AMJ Moving. Our platinum sponsor is Kia Victoria and Peninsula Co-op, and see them. Oh, flash by everything there.
Yeah, they were waving. It was hot right out. Like, he hadn't even released it yet, and they were indicating it was a little bit heavy. And that's, I think, I don't mind the weight. I just think you cut the ice down and play a little bit. And if you clip the guard, you clip the guard, right? You had to get something on that one. And I think that's just a little bit of a mental error there.
And our government and community sponsors, the Greater Victoria Sport Tourism Commission, the BC government, Via Sport, and the Township of Esquimalt. Thank you to all those sponsors and all of you who support BC curling.
So I don't necessarily love the hit here. I think I would have preferred a tap, but I think you really want those rocks behind the rings to catch yours. So now it's got a pretty easy hit and roll.
So Mackenzie on the relatively light brush makes a hit. The roll skitters over. Blue sits 2.
Good shot. They're going to have to probably chase that one. And I think to get it this wrong, this ends out of your hands again.
So here's the final one from the skipper, Stephan. He clips it. Rolls probably a skosh too far.
Yep. Just a hair. Took off the back one, but at least it got it out of play. So it's not where you want to roll to try and keep 2 rocks in play. You want to be 1 and 2 at the end of this. So
So Hrynew with his first.
well, they're on it.
Really quick, right out of his hand. Gonna make contact. Roll. Well, they're almost frozen on their own. We get a look at the overhead here, see how tight they are. How tough it is to kill them and maybe stick.
I think it's going to be really hard to stick to try and kill him, but you don't have to yet. As long as I think you hit nose and sit on top of it. Right? I think it makes it hard to get rid of that red one. And what's Team Hrynew going to do? What's Hirsch going to do on his last, right? So
okay, so it looks like to me that he's trying to maybe almost roll underneath his own.
Yeah, I don't mind that if he can make it, but I mean, it still leaves the same issue where if he sits a second shot, it takes your 2 out of play. So
it's just possible he is playing the nose and just more comfortable with this turn.
Yeah, they did change it. And I think he is more comfortable with this turn.
Yeah, this is nose weight with that broom.
He is a bit
already
wide.
trying to carve it over. Can he get all the way up to the nose? You have to get up to the nose to be any good. If it's not up to the nose, it's no good. Oh, it's going to skitter all the way out of the rings.
Yeah, unfortunately, he drifted a little bit wide to his right and couldn't get around it. So, decisions here. What do you do? Where do you sit? Either sit 2 or chase the red. What do you like the most?
Well, I'm kind of simple. I say C rock, hit rock.
Yeah, I'd prefer that too. I think it's a better if you can hit and stick. But he's thinking he feels he's got draw weight in his pocket, so that's what he's going to try. Sit something in
And
the
ultimately, that's whatever you feel comfortable with.
Yeah.
And looking at it more and more, that's not the easiest looking chase.
No, it's about half a rock, I think you can see. I mean, I think you can get it pretty easy on this ice, but
sure.
I think he's just more comfortable with the draw. And hey,
if you know you can draw the 8 foot without even looking, you just do that.
Yeah. They seem to be
his
happy
last
with
of the
this.
6.
I think it might be a touch hot, but I think it's pretty close. Not bad.
A little bit of the carve deal.
That's not bad. That's actually really good. That's a good shot.
Yeah, it came just deep enough. That's you know what? You know what? God bless you. Make that.
I'm thinking the same. It's like, well, if you think you can make that, you'd have to throw a 4-second rock and hit it just
I mean, I've called plenty of games with Kevin Killy. That's a tough shot.
I don't think almost anybody.
No, it's there. It's there.
Well,
he's gonna go for it.
I think he kind of is getting forced into this a little bit. There's running out of time. There's only 3 more ends, so I'm surprised on the ice here, but.
Whew.
Okay, cut the ice down.
So Graham Lee's gonna look to be throwing about, I'd say, what, a 5-5 maybe?
Yeah, I wish I could get a stopwatch on this one because this one's gonna be a bullet.
Really flat, come straight across it, and make it to honestly stay in the game. Huge shot here. Final stone of end number 6.
I don't think it's got the weight, to be honest.
A little carve, a little straight. It must be close. Hit the one over across. No. Goes underneath. It's a steal. 1 for Hrynew. And it's 8-3. And that will be the game. So congratulations to Team Hrynew. They will move on. Great effort by Team Stephan. And Chris?
Been a pleasure. It's been a great game. I mean, Team Hrynew, it was a couple of mistakes, unfortunately, from Team Stephan, and Team Hrynew took advantage of it. And, they're off to play Team Jaeger tomorrow. So I guess that game would be at 2 p.m. Pacific. that should be an interesting game. Their last game in the round robin was, or in the 1-1 page game was really a good close game. So it'd be good to see them play against each other again. And for Team Stephan, they had a lot. They played well this week. They played really well this week, and they really need to congratulate themselves. I know it's not the result they'd like, but they had a heck of a week, and it's something they can build on, I think, for their future. I hope they're going to be sticking together next year. I think there's a lot of potential there.
Right, and in terms of programming, tomorrow at 9 o'clock Pacific, it will be the women's final. We have Melissa Sligo and Luke Coley on the call, and myself and Chris will be on the women's final at 9, and then at 2 p.m. it will be the men's final and the men's junior final, all here on Curling Stadium. But for right now, for Chris Summers and Connor Sims, I'm Dave Schmelt. Thank you so much for watching Curling Stadium. Good day.